Hi everyone. Welcome to today's workshop, Electrical Design with WSCAD, where we will talk about data library WSCAD Universe, which is the biggest ECAD library database in the world. So let's see today's speakers. This is me on the left. My name is Anka Udovic, and I'm Regional Marketing Manager in XOR80 Slovenia. Our next speaker will be Sanja Lukac, Sales Engineer from XOR80 Belgrade, and Gašper Ponepšek, Technical Consultant from XOR80 Slovenia. So what's on the agenda for today? First, we will talk just a little bit about us, XOR80. Then we will talk about WSCAD Electrix software and WSCAD Universe. Later on, we will dive deeper into WSCAD Universe, where Gašper will talk about manufacturers on WSCAD Universe, about the different formats and E-class, about importing of material list into WSCAD Universe, and downloading of more parts into WSCAD. At the end, there will be time for Q&A sessions, so you can send all of your questions to the Q&A or chat box, and we will answer them during the workshop or at the end. This webinar is being recorded, and you will receive the recording in the following days to your email address. And just one last thing, at the end of the workshop, a survey will pop out in your browser, so please be as kind as to fill it out so we hear about your feedback. So who is XOR80? We are a company that offers software and hardware solutions for industrial and energy automation and digitalization. One of our 10 partners is also WSCAD. From our 3 offices from Ljubljana, Zagreb, and Belgrade, we cover the markets of 8 countries, and we also offer trainings, consultancy, and technical support. So let's move to the next part of today's workshop. I would like to invite Sanja Lukac, who will talk about WSCAD Electrix software and WSCAD Universe. Welcome, Sanja.
Thank you, Anka. Hello, everyone. I talk about WSCAD Universe. First, I would like to say a little
about...
Share
the screen.
Sorry. Thank you, Anka. Hello, everyone. Today's topic is database WSCAD Universe. First, I would like to say a little about WSCAD in general. This company has more than 30 years of experience. It is present in 26 countries. It has about 35,000 users. Regarding the industry, our focus is on the machine building, building automation, and electrical installation. This solution is made out of the 3 components. The first one is the software WSCAD Electrix. Electrix is last version. Second part is WSCAD Universe, that is today's topic. And last, we have AR applications. Here you have a diagram and one question. Would you prefer another vendor because they offer native CAD models? 72% said yes. With WSCAD Universe, you can choose any manufacturer you want. Each medium-sized project requires 50 different articles. For one, we spend 60 minutes. In the end, we lose 50 hours per project. This is a huge problem. This is a very simple solution. In the WSCAD Universe, we find the manufacturer and import it to the project with help drag and drop. It saves your time because you have symbols ready. Database has more than 1.4 million components from 370 manufacturers. Available formats are WSCAD, EDZ, DXF, and many others. Annual growth for users are 40%, for manufacturers 35%. Awarded as best ECAD article database. Here, on the left side, we have the input data, available formats, ERP tool, WSCAD Universe. On the right side, we have the output data, available formats, different interfaces, and AR applications. WSCADUNIVERSE is frequently updated. Every month, we get between 1 and 3 new manufacturers. Currently, we at ETI are working on the database for ETI Electrix. Here you can see WSCADUNIVERSE extension and step-by-step how to import one part from manufacturer's website. Another possibility is loading of parts via CSV file, easy to use, check for direct feedback. All symbols from WSCADUNIVERSE available as DVG. Manufacturers automatically receive the DWG. Now I want to say a little about possibilities of WSCAD in general. This is a modular and scalable software useful for planning, designing, and development of electrical machines, plants, and buildings. It is present in 6 disciplines: electrical engineering, P&ID, cabinet engineering, building automation, fluid engineering, and electrical installation. The electrical engineering discipline enables engineers and designers to plan, develop, and document medium and low voltage systems. We have symbols as per IEC standard, and we use this discipline for IT and telecom systems. The cabinet engineering, in this diagram, we have whole process. First, create schemes, design cabinet layouts. After that, 3D view and collision check, route connections automatically, calculate wire lengths, check cable dock, print label and QR codes, label course, and then we use QR codes for maintenance. Fluid engineering useful for pneumatic and hydraulic design. Completely documentation using field device, material list, tube list, and symbol library according standard. P&ID is very special discipline because we have electrical and P&ID schemes which are connected. Possibilities of this discipline are linkage of P&ID measuring points with object in other disciplines, linkage of measuring points ID with symbols, and import or export of measuring points. Plans, layouts, and control schemes are created using WSCAD building automation. You can quickly drawings with help of macros, over 300 macros available for building automation. This discipline used for schemes, distribution plans, and cabinet assembly plans. 3D building display, planning of low voltage and low current equipment, electrical installation. I would like to mention a few more customers who successfully deployed WSCAD in everyday work. We have here ABB, AMD, Philips, Siemens, Vago, and many others. Thank you for your attention. Anka, back to you.
Thank you, Sanja, for this introduction. So let's move on our agenda and let's dive deeper into WSCADUNIVERSE. I would like to invite our next speaker, Gasper Ponipshek. Welcome, Gasper. Hi.
Hello to everybody from my side too. We can access into WSCADUNIVERSE from 2 sides. Firstly, we can access from the WSCAD software, or secondly, we can access via web. So if we sign in, here you can see that we have a lot of manufacturers, 370, as already Sanja mentioned. That's why we have everywhere, every manufacturer well categorized. We have also the search engine. So if we need, let's say Siemens, we can just write it down Siemens, and we are on Siemens page. Here, if we check these formats, there are 4 different formats in WSCAD Universe. So WSCAD, EDZ, STEP, and DWG. This is very good. If we need this, let's say, DWG in other software, we can use it. So here, as you can see, we have a category. This is very useful if a manufacturer has a lot of parts. So if we don't have the part number, we can still search it and find it via a category. So if we check some switches, let's say main switch, we open the main switch. We can see that we have a lot of information already, but now most of them are basic information, what we need. So on the left side, you can see the symbols which are available in this part from electrical engineering. One symbol, and then we have another symbol for cabinet engineering, and for single pole schemes are also available symbol. If we need more information, we have also external data, and we can go directly to vendors page. Here we can download data sheet if we need and everything. So for more advanced search, if we are looking for parts from some different vendors, as you can see from 80, we have this WSCAD Universe Go. What is this? This is extension which we can install into our browser. And how it works, what we need to do is to mark the part number and click search for. And now we will find it directly in our WSCAD Universe if it's available. So directly, we have direct information of availability, and that's it. Now you can see we can check also a 3D model from the part if it's available. Then there is also chart history. We can check chart history, why this is good. For example, if we downloaded, let's say 1 year or 2 years ago, some parts for some project, and we lose this information, we still have it here, and we can create a package and download it again. We have all information about downloads. All downloads are here. Yes, this is one thing, and another, it's very also useful, bill of material. It's very useful for larger projects because the process of downloading and searching parts in WSCAD Universe is very faster. So what you can have to do, first column you have to write it down the manufacturer, second column part number, and that's all. A third column is optional, and via the CSV file you can upload to WSCAD Universe up to 5,000 parts. This is very impressive. So up to 5,000 parts you can find it on the WSCAD Universe. And here you can see the manufacturer, so you have to write it down. Manufacturer has to be write down properly. So if we open some file, CSV file, we already prepared some. This is it. We can upload this CSV file, which we just choose it. And here you can see we have 25 parts Actually, in our material list, bill of material, there is 27 parts, but 25 of them were found on the WSCAD Universe. So here we have all information about the circuit breaker, about the name of the and part name. And here you can see the missed parts. We check them from Finder and Phoenix. There are two missing, but still, if we don't have on WSCAD Universe, we can create a part request. As you can see, everything is filled automatically. So this is a missing part. In our case, we can also add some formats which we want and write down some remarks. And still we can add more parts, as you can see here. I would also mention, if you have a plus or premium maintenance contract, that it includes the free creation of 10 or 20 individual parts per year. In such cases, the delivery time is within 14 days. So for plus or premium maintenance, it's faster delivery time for part request. Before, I was also mentioned that we can access into WSCAD Universe via software. So if we sign in, we are signed in, as you can see, and here you have this button icon. You can just click it and we are in. So from here we can also import directly into our software parts. And if we go to the part management, here you already see that we have some parts, 1,300 in our database. That's why we have very well categorized these parts, so we can easier find some parts. For example, here we have also a filter if we need it. Let's say we want some just parts from Eaton. And that's it. If we know directly the part number, maybe we can directly write it down in the search. This is the part which we were looking for. Maybe we can open this part and check it out. So here we have some basic information. Actually, all information about this part are here. So description, we can see that there is 3 symbols available. There is a 3D model. And if we need some more information for some reason, we can still add it to every part. So if we click this new attribute, we can write, let's say, more info, and we can choose the data text. Let's say OK. If we want to implement our database, there's more options how to do it. We can just download it or import new part database into central database. So how we can do it? We have to choose some new database which we want to import it. So we check it on our computer. It's WSCAD Universe. We can choose this one for our case. And already you can see that it's a large database. We go next. Yes, here I would show you this apply filter option. So you can see right now we have 11,000 parts. So maybe we don't need all of them to import. Here we have also the filter. Let's say now we want from 80 parts and 177 parts are here. We have to just select all and import. Here you can see where is the plus. 174 parts were imported and 3 of them are already in our database. So this is it. We can click done. And here they are, all of them. Now our database is larger. Here you can see also that we have the access to WSCAD Universe from the part management. So if we access it, so let's try to import some parts into our into our database. As you can see, we can import more parts at once. Now we will just add it to chart. We can import it directly or add to chart. So now look, in our chart there are 4 parts, and we can import them all together. So up to 100 parts we can import directly at once in our WSCAD database. So part was imported successfully. This is it. Maybe we can just use this part and directly place it in our project. And now this is some conductor, and we have to set these settings, and that's it. That's how we can directly from the WSCAD Universe import into our project. We have all information here about our project, about our contactor. So yes, before I was also mentioned that we have 4 different formats in our WSCAD Universe. If we check just DWG formats, you can see from Allen Bradley, we have 6,000 parts which contains this DWG format. Why is this good? We can use these DWG formats in other software which are supported by DWG. So maybe in AutoCAD, in other software, all these parts which are here, let's check some major manufacturer. Let's say EDZ file. How many parts? More than 30,000 parts are available in WSCAD Universe, and you can download it and use it in this software which supports EDZ in our case. So if we check and let's find it, we can see the Profinite interface module. I think there's a lot of parts which are available in WSCAD Universe in a lot of formats. As you can see, now we have in our chart 2 different types, EDZ and DWG. Now we just download it, and maybe for our demonstration, I will just use this DWG format, but not in other software. I will just open it in the WSCAD So we open it, extract from the zip. So if we go to some other page and we can just import. This. Okay, and now we can just place it on the middle and taste it. You can see there's a lot of lines and everything is done. So we don't need to do it. And that's it.
So we have come to the last part of today's workshop, Q&A session. So the first question is, can an EDZ file from A-Plan P8 be imported into WSCAD and vice versa?
Yes, this format cannot be imported into WSCAD, but you can use it in this software, this EDZ format. So it's just for the other software. EDZ cannot be imported into WSCAD. That's the answer.
Thank you. The next question is, what is the basic difference between Electrix and Suite?
The basic difference is the Suite is older version, Electrix is newer version, which has a lot of functionality. One of them is quick search, and then you have more interfaces like tortilla tool, tortilla selection tool, and so on. It's much more faster. The interface are different, and yeah, Electrix, I think it's very better to work with.
Thank you. Last question. What is the main advantage of using PNID symbols in a combination with Universum?
I think the best benefit is when you change this, if you have these symbols, PNID symbols in your part, and then you have more symbols in that your part for electrical engineering too. You can simply, when you finish with your PNID schemes in the first place, then use this part in other disciplines. So that means that you simply, from material list, you can drag and drop or just put it on your scheme and use it just one more time, and everything is cross-referenced. That's, I think, the best benefit.
Great, thank you, Gaspar. Okay, we have come to the end of today's workshop. We have also answered all of the questions. If you have additional questions, you can always contact us to these email addresses that you can see on the screen for each of our offices in Slovenia, Croatia, and Serbia. If you want to try WSCAD, you can download the free demo version. You just visit website wscad.com. Thank you again for joining us today. Have a nice day and stay tuned for our future events.